All right, innovation and new products, take one. I've got my computer here so you can see the PowerPoint. All right. Hello, my name is Dan Fulton. I'm a regional sales manager for Blend Coast Systems. I reside on the West Coast in Eugene, Oregon, and I basically cover the Western United States. I'm here to talk to you about innovation and new products. For all of you, I want this to be interactive, so I want you to ask me questions, I want you to speak up, and so there we go. So what is innovation, right? There's a great big question. What is innovation? Can anyone tell me what their definition of innovation is? There's no wrong answer here. Innovation is new things or methods, right? New things like new products or methods. I consider it the evolution of the hammer versus the evolution of the nail. When you see the evolution of the hammer, you think, oh wow, they really came up with a new idea. Well, it's really not true. What they came up with was new alloys to make nails out of, so they had to build a better hammer to use those nails. So the product dictated the method, if that makes sense. Why innovate? I mean, it's a good question. Why innovate? Can anyone answer why we might want to innovate? Boom, boom, boom. Well, I think it makes our lives easier and it makes our lives better. An example of this might be the gentleman riding in the Pony Express, and they're riding through the Western Plains, and they see these guys putting poles up with wire across them, and they're saying to themselves, there's no way we're going to be replaced. We're the fastest thing there possibly is. Well, innovation and the new method, which was the wire versus the horse, trumped itself. So it makes their life easier and better. I consider it the right tool for the job. This is my slide on the with the tractors. What are you going to bet your farm on, right? Are you going to bet your farm on two horses that might get sick, that might break a leg, unfortunately, it might have something like that happen, or are you going to bet your farm on this great big 600 horsepower John Deere that can, instead of plowing one row, can plow 12 rows, can do 12 times the work in the same amount of time? What are you going to bet the farm on? I think most of us would bet the farm on that John Deere tractor, unless we wanted to be a recreational farmer. So now I'm going to talk about products, the 5 new products for Blend Coast Systems. Okay, the first one I'm going to talk about is called Rhino Bright. Rhino Bright is a very aggressive but non-hydrofluoric, low pH, foamy pre-soak. And it's used primarily in 2-step applications, like on in-bay automatics, touch freeze, or in tunnels, maybe for a wheel cleaner or for a cleaning. Now, who can tell me about the 2-step process? Who here has an in-bay automatic or a touch free? Who's got a laser or a Futura? Who can tell me? Well, what it is you have a 2-step process. So you go on with a low pH, which is an acid. What does that acid do? That acid eats away all the basically the minerals, like the calciums and the magnesiums and things like that. So that pre-soak acts immediately, and it attacks all those non-biologicals, right? And then what happens is then you put on a high pH, which is an alkaline builder. And that alkaline builder, it neutralizes the acid, and then you add more to it, and it actually goes to work on the dirt and on the bugs and all the other things that are on the road that are that hit your car. And then of course you either use friction or use impingement, high pressure water, things like that. So here's a video of this product going on the car. Bing! There's the word video. I want to show. I've got a laser set up this week to do this. And also I want to hand out. I want to have a squirt bottle with a scent so everyone can see and smell at the same time. So smell this. So imagine you're in this car and you can see, first off, here it is going on the outside of the car. Right? Now smell this. Okay, now you're on the inside of the car. This is what you smell and this is what you see. Now if you're a customer in your car wash, if this is your car wash, you're saying to yourself, wow, this stuff's really working. I like this stuff. It doesn't smell aggressive. It doesn't smell bad. It smells good and clean, and it's working. You can see the bubbles. And then next, I like to do a demonstration just to kind of show you how it works. And this is actually demonstrating three things, all right? I'm going to demonstrate A, the low pH, B, the two-step process, and 3, I want to show you how a total body conditioner works, which we call ours DuraShield. But I just want to show you how this works. So here's my example, right? I go spray, 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 spray. Okay, that's our first step, right, everyone? That's our, and now we're going to do a two-step process. So here's this: spray, 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 spray. All right, so now we've got our low pH and our high pH. Our low pH does not need a really long dwell time. Our high pH, the longer the dwell time, the better. But so we've got our dwell time. Let me get some water and rinse it. This is me rinsing. Notice how it took off that wash me that I had written in there, right? Notice over here where part of it is still on, where it didn't get any chemicals. Now watch this. Spray, 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 spray. This is DuraShield. This is what's going to protect the car now that you've washed it. Rinse. Now look at that. Can you see, I mean, how quick and how dry and how clean and shiny this car is going to be? Now, how do you think your customer is going to react to that? They're going to be very happy. Now watch this. Here's some muddy water. Splash. See how it just dissipates right off the car? Because it has a total body a total body conditioner. So that way, when more dirt comes on and maybe it starts to rain, it's going to protect total body conditioner, protectant. It's going to protect that car. Now I'd like to talk to you about Rhino-Brite XF. XF stands for, anyone? 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 Hydrofluoric. This is a very aggressive acid. And what it is primarily used for is you can use it in a two-step, just like you do in a rollover automatic. You can also use it on a CTA. Can anyone tell me what a CTA is? Yep, it's a tire applicator in a tunnel. So what happens is it sprays on, and it's going to eat away the things that the high pH doesn't eat away, and it's also going to help dry and rinse that wheel. But you can also use it as a wall cleaner. Why? Because it has hydrofluoric in it. Now let me show you what I did. I did a time-lapse photography with my video camera. Here is a dirty, dirty wall. I sprayed it on. Watch this. Click 1 minute. Watch this. Click 2 minutes. Watch this. Click 3 minutes. Watch this. Click 4 minutes. Boom. Look how clean that wall is. Now, I always say, let the chemicals work for you. You don't work for the chemicals. So this is what this product is for. This XF is for really an immediate, aggressive cleaning right away. I recommend it in a controlled environment like a CTA where a car's in a tunnel. You have complete control over that car. It's not like you're spraying it on the car, or you have it in a wand bay where people are spraying it on their car and they don't know what it is and they're letting it dry. It's just not pleasant. But if you're cleaning your walls, or your manager's cleaning your walls, this is what you want to use. Or if you're using it on a CTA in your tunnel, this is what you'd like to use. Let me show you. I'm going to clean this panel over here. Or maybe another example is I bring in a piece of something that's been dirty, really dirty, like I talked to you, Brent, where I've got a rim, and I basically get a rim out of a junkyard, and it's just basically destroyed, but then I use the XF to clean the other half of it to where it's like, yeah, this rim, and I try to scrape this stuff off, you can't. But this is what we use to clean it. So. Next I'd like to talk to you about is Rhino Guard Wheel Protectant. It's a total wheel protectant. We spend a lot of time and a lot of effort, and our customers really want clean wheels. How many of you out there have heard that over and over again? How many of you hang your hats on, hey, come to our car wash and we're going to clean your wheels? This is the place. This is what we do. I mean, this is, you know, we can get wheels clean, but now we've got something new. It's a total wheel protectant. Remember in my first example where I sprayed on the DuraShield, right? And it was a total body protectant? Well, now we've got Rhino Guard Wheel Protectant. This is like doing the same thing, but to the wheels. But why is it so important that we do it to the wheels, you ask? 2 reasons. Number 1 is, finish this sentence. It's where the rubber meets the road. That's right. Where the rubber meets the road is where all the dirt is, by the way. And that's where your brakes are, and that's where all the brake dust is and all the nitty-gritty. That's why getting wheels clean are so important, right? But if you put a Total Guard, a Rhino Guard wheel protectant on, what it's going to do is, after you've used your Rhino Bright XF and you've got that wheel totally clean, then you put this on. And what does it do? It contains body armor additives, which is a Blenco exclusive. So this stuff is really cool, people. This is what it does. It basically coats that wheel, not in a wax, but in a protectant, to where things don't want to stick to it, like brake dust or dirt or grime or whatever it is, that, you know, where the rubber meets the road. It also is going to protect you from the long-term brake dust buildup. Why is that important? Well, I'm hoping that car is going to come back to your car wash, right? And when it does, it's like brushing your teeth. You brush your teeth twice a day. Even if you miss a spot, you're going to get it the next time. If you only wash wheels, somebody comes in every 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month to wash their wheels, to wash their car at your car wash, it's going to keep those wheels cleaner longer. Here's the other added bonus. You can do an upcharge on this, right? A $2 upcharge, for example, and you can say, hey, you come to my car wash, I'm going to clean your wheels, and I'm going to basically wax your wheels. We're the only car wash in town that we're going to wax your wheels. So brake dust and long-term corrosion isn't going to happen to your wheels. Because people, trust me, as you know, people that have fancy wheels on their cars love their fancy wheels. They can tell you how much they paid for those wheels. They can tell you when they got them. They can tell you where they got them. They can tell you why those wheels are cooler than anyone else's. Okay, so for $2, to me it's a no-brainer. Hey, would you like the Rhino Guard wheel protectant? It's just a no-brainer. So the next one is, here's our next product. Now I'm moving on to a tire gloss. It's a water-based tire gloss. Why water-based versus solvent-based? Anyway, that's right. You own a tunnel and you've got a reclaim system. You don't want that oil or solvent in a solvent-based wheel cleaner or a solvent-based tire gloss going into your reclaim system. It's going to gunk the whole thing up. Here's another reason. Does anyone have one where they do it as an add-on, right? So like, for example, someone goes through the tunnel and when they're done, they come back and then you spray it on, and then pretty soon you've got these marks on the ground where the tires used to be. And you've got, and you can see where it's got some overspray on the asphalt. You put oil or solvent with asphalt, guess what it does to it? Eats it away. It goes bye-bye. It's a petroleum product, and that solvent's just going to destroy it. So instead of destroying, or leaving nasty residue marks and hurting your asphalt or hurting your reclaim system, you're going to put in a tire gloss that's water-based. It's non-slip. There's less sling, right? So it doesn't spray everywhere. It doesn't get in the wheel wells or all over the car. There's less sticky mess. Because trust me, it's like, why don't you ever put oil into a keyhole in your car? Because it's going to attract dust and dirt, just like a solvent-based tire cleaner will. It'll attract dust and dirt. So this is the whole idea, is to make the tire shine, but not make it so sticky and messy that everything's going to stick to it. Next is Super Blend. I don't know anything about Super Blend because I don't think it's invented yet. But I will tell you this that I know about Super Blend. Super Blend, with Blenco products, you have 100% active products, right? So imagine this. Imagine you're going to a convenience store and you pick up a bottle of Coke. Pardon me.